What's up, guys? This is Team 6 Menace here with a new deck profile, specifically me Dark Lord Ace 3. But yeah, new deck profile. I've been winning a lot with this deck. I've been very surprised with the results. I thought of this deck on my own completely from scratch. I thought it was completely stupid at first. And other people think it's really stupid too. But I've been winning a lot with this deck, and it's mainly a fun deck. Yeah, I have been taking it competitively at locals and other places, but you know what? With this deck, people have been really raging at me for this deck because I've been winning with this deck. I beat Formula Monarch on a regular basis. I beat Sabers. I don't understand. I really don't. But I mean, I draw pretty good. But maybe it's just I draw pretty good. I don't know. But yeah. Here's the deck. It's basically ZombieSalvo Dad, or like I like to call it like the Zombie's Destiny because it has Destiny Hero Malicious in it. But I mean, you can call it what the fuck you want, but honestly, it's ZombieSalvo Dad. Really, it's basically a pure dark deck. That's what it is. Oh, everyone's gonna be like, oh, side consecrated light. No, just yeah, don't even. I mean, seriously. Pyramid Turtle and Mizuki will run you over then. But, yeah, here he goes. First off, for obvious reasons, Dark Arm Dragon. Because, well, it's a dark deck, so you might as well run Dark Arm Dragon because he's a dark monster. But he's he's your boss monster, ace card, probably win condition. Usually win condition, not your only win condition, that's the great part of this deck. He has a win condition, not your win condition. Gores because he's a boss monster. Two more boss monsters. Two guys. Two Destiny Hero Malicious because Destiny Hero Malicious is pretty boss. Because like there's millions of ways to throw them to your graveyard in this deck, and from your deck or from your hand, or I mean if you draw two, it's not a bad thing because you can just top deck for Plague. Then go off on them. It's actually not bad to draw two, but because you can work off of it. It's not ideal to draw two, but you can work off of it. Armageddon Knight, he throws your malicious or plagues to the graveyard. He could also throw Decoy to the graveyard. I'll explain that later. Mizuki, you can't run a zombie deck without Mizuki because Mizuki is if I could run more Mizuki, I would definitely run more Mizuki. I think the deck would be more consistent with more Mizuki, but I can't run more Mizuki, which is gay. Plague Spreader, if I could run more Plague Spreader, I would do that too, but I can't. So, one Plague Spreader, two Malicious, make your level 8s. He's your main tuner of Monster's deck. Three Goblin Zombie, because, well, Goblin Zombie is pretty essential to the searching power of this deck. You have a million targets with this guy, so I mean, you can target itself, because you go, oh, I get another Goblin Zombie, ooh, ooh, ooh. So, I mean, really, it's good stuff. I like to make Synchro combos and make discard fodder for Bryonic. It's pretty fun. Zombie Master, because he's a boss. And, he's a beat stick, and I run him at 1 because, well, I don't know. 2 is working out okay, but, I mean, I guess I run him at 1. I'm testing him at 1. I mean, it's not detrimental at the moment. I mean, Spirit Reaper, stall until you get your big plays out, and he's a dark, so it's not bad. Turtle, I've been testing out Turtle. He's a new part of the deck. I realized he's been working pretty well because he brings out Goblin Zombie, and then I can sack him for Caius. There's so many more ways I can work off of it because I don't have to make an extra normal summon makes an extra special summon that turn. So I'm liking Goblins, Pyramid Turtle. At 1 though, so 3 Dekoichi. This is where it gets weird. Yeah, it runs the Dekoichi, the Salvo draw engine. So what that means. 2 Salvo. The formula is 3 Dekoichi for 2 Salvo, or vice versa, something like that. 6 Dekoichis, 4 Salvos. So that's how it works. Monster Reborn, Dark Hole staples. 2 MST, more staples. Giant Grenade, make big plays. you know, you want to get your big synchros out, so you gotta use that grenade. Book of Moon's at 1. That's probably why this deck can synchro spam more of his format, and that's what I like about it. But Book of Moon, because it's a staple. Why wouldn't you run it? Allure of Darkness, because well, it's a Allure of Darkness. You get a lot of dark monsters, a lot of more draw power than necessary. I was originally running D-Draw instead of this card, Gold Sarcophagus, but I like Gold Sarcophagus because it makes the deck a little more consistent. You get your dad out. They expect you to set up your dad, so you can. Here's the idea: you can fish out their Stall Warning, and if they don't have the Stall Warning, well, even better because then you can just go rampage on them on their asses. So, you know, it's good stuff. It fishes out the Stall Warning, force them to use it on dad, so you can bring out your big 8-star synchro that you can pound them with. Enforcement in the army because it's really strange, isn't it? It only has one target, but you can top deck Armageddon Knight and then play this. Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah, it's really not that as bad as you think it is. Using this at one target, it thins out the deck. It's very important. It's kind of fast, so I mean, it's not that bad. It really isn't. Wish Burial buries your malicious, and you know, or Mizuki or Plague or Dekoichi. It really depends on the situation. So this is a boss card. I used to not be running this when Book of Moon was at 3. Stupid idea. So yeah, Book of Life. This will let you compete against Frognarchs. Removes their treeborn frog from play. That is so important and it's so good. And you can reborn a monster. And I mean, you can remove their other monsters from play too. Like you can get rid of their Dandelion or whatever because Dandelion's at 1, so it's even better. Here's a tech card. Enemy controller. I like this to stop synchros. It's a good alternative to enemy control. You tribute your Goblin Zombie. You take their Kagemusha. They can't do shit with it. They get it back next turn, and then you pound them. Mirror Force, because Mirror Force staple. Torrential also a staple. 2 Bottomless. I'd rather run warnings, but I don't have warnings, so you know. Same with Pod. I'd run them, but I don't have them because they're too expensive. Phoenix Windblast, pretty good card. Two tech cards here. Put the malicious in your graveyard, put Plague in your graveyard, put something important in your graveyard that you need in your graveyard, and you get a free, you know, spin. It's good. Trap Stun, make your Black Rose plays without any interruption. So, pretty good. Here's the extra deck. Stardust, pretty important. Probably what I go to the most of the time, or Thought Roar Archfiend. I go hit him and Sam's exclusively. I don't know why. I guess I do because Sheen is 2,500 matches. I don't like that. Revive King for those plant decks and little Ryko heavy decks. Good. 1 Black Rose. Try to get another one. I don't know. Whatever. Ryanak. Still paper edition, but you know I just borrow it occasionally. I mean it's a good budget, guys. You know. Carter Shogun. Make it with Salvin Koichi. He's really good. Watch out for his Phosphodinas, though. I'm telling you, that's bad. If you have Dad in this guy, don't flip it. Use Dad to kill it. I learned that the hard way. Urquizas, you can sing for him easy, you know. Colossal, he's a good card. He can ram the Ergonoms and then attack him directly. Because you're gonna have at least 2 warriors in the graveyard because of Malicious and Armageddon Knight, so it's 3,000. And they're probably gonna have 1 too. Like they're gonna have like full Hem Knight or something, and you know there you go. Scrap Archfiend. You know it's a good card. He's vanilla, but he's still so powerful. Same with this guy. Doom Kaiser Dragon. Abuse their fucking Plague Spreader really hard. Not siding. Don't side this guy. You gotta abuse their Plague Spreader. Like if they have a Plague Spreader, abuse it. Android sync with Reaper and Plague Spreader is the only reason you have it. Fairy, I mean GKs, but hardly ever use them in GKs. Red Dragon, Powerhouse, destroy over face downs, stupid defense decks, yeah. And finally, Chimera Tech. There's a Cyber Dragon aside. So yeah, that's the deck. I swear to God, I'm not trying to pose off Darwin, because I got this mat too. This is my mat, not Darwin's mat. So I'm trying out a new mat, maybe the Armageddon Night one. If maybe I'll try to trade for one at locals. Like, yeah, I'll try trading this mat for a different mat at locals, because I mean, at this point, the only excuse I'm gonna come up with for Darwin is this is Team 6 metas, the official mat. I don't know. Yeah, so rate, comment, subscribe, guys. This is Team 6 metas, and more specifically Dark Lord Ace 3, signing out. Peace.